What's going on, Soul Nation? Ginger Prime here, and today we're going to be summarizing the December New Genesis event, in which this is insane, as the title suggests. I am blown away completely by what they showed off, by how soon this seems to be coming, and let's just dive into the information and news. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything you're super excited about, please let me know. I can't wait to have these conversations with you, because we're about to step into a whole new world of New Genesis. There's a lot here. I am, first and foremost, blown away by the character creator. Hands down, like, this was unbelievable. I cannot believe everything that they're giving us the ability to customize our characters with. And the first question that I have, and it has yet to be answered, is will I be able to redesign my existing character from the world of PSO2? I'll let you guys know as soon as we do, because the mix and match of races, the mix and match of how you can build your character, how you can accessorize your character, that characters have a base level of points, and you can use those points on a wide range of things that just going to make you stand out and look unique. Fashion game is very key when it comes to Phantasy Star, and this is no exception. I think the user interface around this is taking it into a whole new level. You can see 8 years of thought and reprocessing and wish lists of things that they've wanted to do with the game, and they're doing it here. First and foremost, we had a lot of laughs about this. If you guys want to see the full reaction to the entire character creator, I've got it posted up on Game Club. Link will be in the description. We talked a lot about the boobs and the butt slider, and yes, there is a boob and butt slider, and anybody who's coming over from the world of Final Fantasy XIV will want to see this. You have this ability to make this godly, like, impossible human being, and obviously this is a fantasy world, but just the eyes alone, like, if you really want to lean into the anime fantasy, there's nothing stopping you. You can make your dream character with the system that they showed off, and I cannot wait. I honestly was like, we were joking that the end game, the new end game of this game is just getting through the character creator. Like, that is going to be the first real hurdle that players are going to face, because just the sheer amount of options. Not only do you have a wide range of things that you can pick from with your characters and how you can customize, I really appreciate, and this is the first thing that stood out, you know, you've got your Newmans, you got your Doomans, you got your casts. Well, guess what? You can kind of take all of these species, is what they call them, different parts, and put them into your character. So you can end up having a human head and a cast body, or a mirror, or a mix of cast body and human body. Or if you want to have that and you want to have Numineers, or you want to have Numineers and cast body, and you want to have Doom and Horns, done and done and done. They're not going to sit here and tell you no. They're going to say, yes, make the most ungodly looking character possible, Brian. That's kind of how I've been playing the current PSO. Or you can make something just purely beautiful, fantasy and magic. They kind of reveal a little bit about the story. We're not going to touch on that here. We'll have to do something kind of a bigger video next year as we get closer to the launch of NGS. They even show off how you transfer between the two games. When you boot up the game, you can pick which version of the game you want to go into, because it's all included in one game. And if you guys didn't see my video from yesterday, just note that Japan in February is actually getting their current version of Phantasy Star upgraded to the new Genesis engine. And while they'll probably have a closed beta, and we'll have to be excited. Hopefully we'll be able to get access to that. We'll let you guys know as soon as we know more information on it. But beyond that, then if you want to pick on the old game, which they showed the old game running in the new Genesis engine, and it definitely looks way better. It still feels like the existing Phantasy Star, because all the new features, all the new design is really coming in new Genesis. But it's really cool to see that visual upgrade impact the current game. Really blown away by that. But then you just go over to, like, you're going to change blocks on the ship. Boom, now you're in New Genesis. Boom, now you're back into PSO current modern one at the moment. And truly fascinating. I can't wait to see how this is received by the community, because this could be a new gold standard for how these persistent online games continue to evolve their communities over a long period of time, over 5 years, over 10 years, and 15 years more, etc. Anyway, so obviously you can tell I'm excited, and I'm thrilled to be able to share that with you. So beyond your look, you have your classes, and we now know the 6 starting classes we're going to be having access to on day one. And this shouldn't come as a major surprise, but you have Hunter, Ranger, Force, Techer, Gunner, and Fighter all returning. Every other class right now is going to have to be probably some update down the line, and they didn't really kind of address that, but we have 6, plus the sub-job systems coming back, Plus, with the sub-job system, you can actually take the weapons that job can use, and they show that off in having these unique, really awesome builds. You want to be a force, but then you also want to be a fighter. Well, guess what? You can be ranged, freeze them up, switch in. Now all of a sudden you're beating them up with your fists or like with your daggers, and so you have a lot of flexibility with that job as well. So lots of excitement when it comes to the classes and the battle system, and the combat, like I said when they first revealed this, looks so fluid, looks so fast, and I can't wait to go hands-on with it here in just like what apparently is going to be a couple of months. 2021 is just right around the corner. Hopefully 2021 rocks, and it looks like, at least from a gaming perspective, is going to be much better. So then essentially they kind of go into more about the world of New Genesis. They have you start off in what is called Central City. It's the largest human city or whatever. That's kind of our main hub. Over 100 players can be in that area. And then when you go out into the world, it's going to be seamless. It's going to like auto match you. And then you're going to be in your group of 4, and there's going to be like other people running around. I can't wait to see that in action so we can fully understand how hopefully easy it is. My hope is that we'll see drop in and drop out multiplayer. If I'm out in the field and you're on my friends list or my alliance, you could just join me. Like, that's what I'm hoping for. They show off teleporting between the different areas, and they also show off a concept called cocoons, which are these kind of single and or multiplayer little kind of challenge trial quests that you can take on in the game, and you're going to discover those out in the open world as well. So what's coming back? What do we know from existing Phantasy Star Online players to be excited about? You got emergency trials are coming back. You got urgent quests are coming back. You got the PSE system, it's coming back. You have some changes with mags, and this is where it gets interesting. So your personal mag isn't going to increase your overall output, your damage, your stats. And there's a part of me that mourns that, because I really enjoy like customizing your mag. But at the same time, like if we're like honest about it, like there was something stressful about trying to build out a perfect mag. Everybody trying to like, hey, I want to build out this mag, and here's like the things you need to do, and here's what you want to do. But you still have a mag, and your mag is basically going to act as kind of a personal terminal. I'm wondering what features that they're going to show off or let you have within your mag system. But in my mind, it ends up kind of being like your Ghost in Destiny. And obviously, if you guys haven't known, Destiny is Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star is Destiny. These two games are very like Destiny's heavily influenced from Phantasy Star. But we'll have to see how that ultimately plays out. I'm happy to see the mags are back and the functionality that they're bringing to them. But I'm, to be honest, a little bit disappointed, but I understand the game design philosophy behind it. Now, there's also a concept of regional mags, which you can go feed items to, which will unlock perks and be able to do different things with it. All in all, like, we'll have to dive more into kind of guides with the details when we get those solidified for you here on the channel. So all in all, I'm really excited to see the regional mag system. Seems like that's going to be something fun to kind of play around with, and how you can end up kind of evolving that piece and getting those boosts to have everybody have that. So like it almost, in a way, I guess the best way to describe it is it almost is like acting like an alliance tree boost, like where you're just saying, hey, here we're going to do this, and we're going to get these buffs from the regional mag. So that's kind of a thing that kind of plays out in the game itself. So and then they spent so much time on Character Creator. Like, I started with Character Creator and I end with it. Like, I am just blown away by the sheer amount of options. And this isn't going to even tie into gear and fashion and the game itself. And maintaining a free-to-play game, I'm curious to see as it evolves here in the West. If you guys aren't aware, still coming to Xbox, going to be on PlayStation in Japan. I'm hoping that these versions, these systems are connected, so that way we're not separated. So it would be really cool to see if this helps join people's Japan accounts to their North American accounts. But I think this is going to be a massive breath of fresh air for Phantasy Star here in the West, here in 2021. And it's just given me more reason to keep leveling up now, even though my levels don't carry forward. But my fashion does. The things that I'm working on does. And I hope that at the end of the day, I'll be able to sit down and say, I can kind of redesign my character. Otherwise, I have to run a new character for New Genesis. And then I'm just like, okay, that's going to be how it is. So it sounds like there's going to be tons of stuff to unlock in the base game, but at the same time, there's also going to be lots of new stuff in the new game. At the end of the day, I'm thrilled. I'm happy to be able to make this video for you guys and share my thoughts. And again, I just want to know yours. Like, are you guys looking forward to this? What out of this information stands out to you? Is there any concerns that you have overall for it? I'd love to know any and all thoughts. Open discussion today here on this news post. That's going to be it for the summary of it. If you guys want to see our full post. We've got it over on Ginger Gaming Radio, probably coming up after this at some point. We've got my reaction to the entire 30 minutes of character creation. I'm telling you guys, it's insane. It is insane. Hopefully you go check that out as well. But for Ginger Prime, my name's Brian. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have an incredible day and hope to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. This video is sponsored by me, Ginger Prime. Hopefully you'll check out my podcast channel, Ginger Gaming Radio, which we have lots of guests, lots of great conversations, and even more highlights. Links are in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.